What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today I'd like to talk about unstable cores, how you get them and what exactly you do with them once you have them. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So far I've only found 3 ways that you can get these unstable cores. There may be some other ways that I have not discovered yet or they have not added into the game. If you know any other ways, of course, just leave them down in the comment section. But first of all, you can get them from the reward pass. The free version and the paid version offers them. You have them within the weekly rank reward. So make sure you're getting your weekly rank maxed out every week in the portal. This will give you rewards of unstable cores as well, and dismantling high-powered weapons or armor. So anything over 201 will give you these cores when you break that piece of gear down. So once you're to level 200, you're going to have these unstable cores to continue to rank up, because you're going to need them to infuse your gear. So once you hit 200, every time you start infusing gear that is over level 200, you will notice it takes unstable cores now to infuse that gear. So just like in the past, you take one piece of gear that's lower power level, a higher power level piece of gear, you infuse that into the lower piece, and we used to just have the base cores in game. Now we have these unstable cores, and that is what is needed to infuse that piece of gear. And it's not just like 1 for 1. This is pretty expensive, and everything that I have seen so far, the higher the tier piece of gear, it seems like it gets more and more cost wise. If you have a low piece of gear, let's say, and you dismantle it, something around like 200 to 210, you're going to get around 18 cores for that. But if you have a tier 2 or tier 3 piece that's upwards of 250, when you break that down or dismantle it, you're going to get more than 18 cores. The same can be said for infusing a piece of gear. If you have a low level piece of gear, just barely over 200, you're looking at, maybe 20 to 30 cores. But once you start taking those higher level tier wise and higher power level pieces of gear, it's going to start taking a whole lot more cores. And we're talking, some I have seen so far, in the hundreds. So it's just to infuse one piece of gear, you're already into the hundreds of these unstable cores. Now, if you're out farming, doing a lot of stuff, you're getting a lot of gear that you're not keeping, you're breaking it down, you're probably going to be able to rack up unstable cores pretty quickly. But if you're like myself, you have multiple characters that you're working on. So I have 3 characters, of course, that I have to get to, power level or a higher power level. I'm starting to go through a lot of these unstable cores, infusing a lot of gear if I'm not getting things to drop just like I need them. And we all know how that's going to go. You may go out and farm and you're looking for a piece of gear with a grenade stat on it. You already have a decent one, but everything you farm is not dropping, any better than what you already have. So you start to infuse those pieces if they are a higher power level, and then you're going to start using those unstable cores. So just keep in mind, once you get to 200, these are going to be what you need to infuse into your gear pieces to make them higher power. But also keep in mind, it's going to be kind of a balance there. You're going to have to break some down to get some more, because you will eventually run out. Also, the unstable cores will reset at the end of the season, so they're not going to be like what we've had in the past with enchantment cores, where you actually got to just pile them up and keep them. Once the end of the season comes along, let's say you had 10,000 unstable cores, they're going to be gone once the next season starts. So you have 6 months to pretty much farm these up, use them, rank up your gear. Once the next season starts, you're going to be down to 200 again, and you're going to have to farm that gear and the unstable cores all over. I know that's kind of a controversial thing in the community. Some people don't like that idea, but unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is as of right now. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this. Have you been able to acquire a lot of these unstable cores? Are you kind of like myself, working on multiple characters? You're starting to burn through them quickly. Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and of course, if you liked it, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.